We want to be respectful and mindful of everybody's time here tonight. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to welcome everybody again to CUSD's first ever live college showcase. You are here tonight joining us with college reps from all over the world. And we're hoping that you're going to learn something in the next 2 hours about some really fabulous institutions out there. My name is Bea. I'm one of CUSD's college and career counselors. I'm here with the futurology team and our coordinator, Anthony, as well as Monica, one of our other counselors. So as you're getting settled, I want to go over some housekeeping items, okay? So before we begin, a couple things that you should know. The showcase is being recorded. No, we cannot see you. No, we cannot hear you. So don't worry about that. Your job is just to simply sit back and enjoy the show, if you will, okay? These are going to be rapid fire highlights from different schools, again, from all over the place. As you're listening to these schools, I want you to write down the names and the names of the reps of the schools that you're interested in so that you can connect with them after today's presentation and perhaps jump into their table visit if they're going to be around later this evening, okay? But hopefully you've taken advantage of the table visit so far. And again, just sit back and take it all in. I want to thank all of our reps for being with us tonight. We have 41 schools for you in this showcase, all different from the showcase we had earlier today. So thank you to them for joining us. This is the exact order of our presenters tonight. So for students and parents out there who want to know, go ahead and take a photo of this, this screen so that you have an idea of what's coming up next and you have something to get excited about, okay? So I'm gonna give you just a minute to grab your camera and to take a photo of this screen so that you know what's coming up next. Sometimes people like that, right? Sometimes people don't want to be surprised. So this is your opportunity to see what our itinerary is for tonight. I'll give you about 10 more seconds, and then we're actually going to move right into our very first school. Okay. I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, with that, sit back, relax, enjoy. I'm going to hand it off to Sebastian at University of Redlands. Sebastian, let's kick it off, my friend.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Sebastian Brown. I am the admissions counselor at the University of Redlands here in Southern California. A couple highlights for our institution. First off, in that top right-hand corner is a little QR code that you all can scan with your phones. And it's a great way for us to stay in contact after our short little time together. So the University of Redlands offers a lot of innovative and experiential learning academic courses on campus that prepare our students for the real world after they graduate. One of the reasons that our students excel is our calendar system here. So it is a 4-4-1 calendar system in which students can either take advantage of our optional May term and have a 4-month summer break, or take one class just during the month of May in really intensive and focused coursework. We also have over half of our students study abroad at some point during their 4 years and don't limit students in terms of countries or cities in which they study in. Now here on campus, our average class size is about 18 to 19 students. And so it ensures really close-knit connections with faculty members. We have over 40 programs of study. Of course, many that you'll see here on that list that are familiar, but some different ones include health, medicine, and society, spatial studies, and our Johnston Center for Integrative Studies, in which students actually create their very own academic program. Next, I'll go ahead and talk about the affordability of Redlands. Being a private institution doesn't mean that you have to break the bank in order to find the right academic and affordable fit. And so here at Redlands, we have over $42,000 in financial aid on average for our students. We also have our Cal Grant guarantee. So students that qualify for the Cal Grant A and have a 3.5 GPA come to Redlands tuition free. We also have a 4-year promise. So we guarantee that you're going to graduate in 4 years. We also want to ensure that students are prepared for the real world. We have 24 Fulbright scholars in the last 10 years. And we also are a national producer of those in the Peace Corps. There are no other institutions in the US that are national producers in both the Fulbright program and the Peace Corps for a school of our size. And lastly, 90% of our students are employed or getting their graduate degrees within 1 year of graduating. The last thing I will leave you all with on the next slide is my contact information. As your admissions counselor, I am your go-to person. So whether that's emails, phone calls, text message, carrier pigeon, whatever works for you all works for me, day, night, or evening, even on the weekends. So feel free to reach out if you're interested in the University of Redlands. And thank you all for listening along.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nicole Tefangchin, and thank you so much from University of Redlands for presenting that. So I'm going to talk to you about Cal State Fullerton. So I'm really excited to be here, and we'll get it started. So. And thank you. Okay, so a bit about Cal State Fullerton. So we have 8 academic colleges. We have 110 degrees and programs, so about 55 undergraduate, 55 graduate programs. And we enrolled about 40,000 students in the fall 2019, and that's usually typically a big number for us because we are one of the largest CSUs, especially in the Southern California region. And some of our top 5 freshman majors are business administration, computer science, criminal justice, public health, and psychology. We also have a lot of great departments and programs that support you along the way. So anything from academic professional development, safety and health. We have a really big student life with over 350 clubs and organizations. And all of 8 of our academic colleges actually have student success centers within them. So you get your associate dean supporting you along the way, a retention specialist, a career specialist, academic and faculty advisors to make sure that you're on track with your studies and make sure that you're being productive and understand the responsibilities that come with being a college student, so you get that support along the way as well. And we'll go to the next slide, please. So I would recommend, looking over those programs that are going on our website. And so for our first-time freshmen, as you know, if you're interested in applying for fall 2021, the application opened October 1st and it will close on December 4th. And that's through all of the CSU. So you can actually apply on the Cal State Apply for any 20 of the 23 CSUs that you're interested in. And so in order to be eligible for admissions, you would have to be a high school graduate, complete A through G coursework, and meet the minimum GPA cutoff. So for our California residents who are from our graduates of California high schools, it's a 2.5 or greater A through G GPA. If you are a non-California resident, it is a 3.0 or greater A through G GPA. So we're looking exactly at the A through G GPA. And additional majors are dance, that has some additional requirements, are dance, music, nursing, BS to MS computer engineering program. And so I am actually going to have the virtual table visit from 6:30 to 8, and I'm bringing my student staff with us as well. So we'll do a full presentation for you to explain everything, because I know we just have 3 minutes here, but I'll explain all the admissions requirements for you and highlight some more about our program. So hopefully you can join us, and that's at coming up at 6:30. I believe that might be all my slides.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That was awesome. My name is Gina Wright, and I am the Assistant Director of Admissions for students in the Southwest at Seton Hall University. We are one of the country's leading Catholic universities, and we've been singled out for distinction by the Princeton Review, U.S. News and World Report, and Bloomberg Business Week. Our 58-acre park-like campus is located in the quaint town of South Orange, New Jersey, just 30 minutes west of New York City by train, and there is a train in our downtown area. We are home to over 10,000 undergraduate and graduate students, and we offer over 90 rigorous majors and programs throughout all 9 of the colleges that you see on the right of this slide. It's important to note that a big reason why students join us from the West Coast is for our very, very long list of dual degree options. So nearly all of our colleges offer these pathways that take students straight through to their graduate degree, saving them time and money. Popular examples include our Joint MD program, all of our dual law options. There are actually 5 through our School of Business, Diplomacy, Political Science, Social Work, and Religion. We also have a brand new dual engineering program, and 5 dual health science programs, including speech language pathology, physician's assistant, athletic training, occupational therapy, and we have multiple business options and diplomacy options and so many more. Other highlights include our direct entry nursing program and our brand new financial technology program. It's one of only 2 programs of its kind currently being offered in the US within the School of Business. And our School of Business is actually in the top 5% of business schools in the world based on our dual accreditation in business and accounting. On this next slide, you'll see a list of some of our popular internships. We are actually ranked number 4 in the nation for our internship programs. We have over 17,000 options throughout all of our colleges. Many of our students have 3 to 5 by the time they graduate. Everyone's required to have at least 1 or study abroad before they graduate. So our students leave with some pretty stacked resumes. This has helped place Seton Hall in the top 25 for highest paid grads, and our students' mid-career earnings are about 50% higher than the national average. On this next slide, you'll see a mention of our wonderful leadership program. We actually have the #1 leadership program in the country, and we've had it for the last 5 years. We offer one-on-one mentorship, extra market research opportunities, and a weekly seminar taught by top professionals from New York City and the surrounding area, teaching you how to be a leader in your field of interest. Lastly, it's important to note that Seton Hall is big on school spirit, and our students love to have fun and get involved on campus. We have over 150 clubs and organizations, and some highlights include our Model UN team Shuna, which ranked 12th in the nation in 2020 alone, and our debate team, which won over 300 awards in 2019 alone. So very wonderful options there in the club world. About 20% of our students participate in our 22 Greek organizations on campus, and about 50% of our student body participates in club and intramural sports. And who can forget our wonderful basketball team and all of our other wonderful 14 Division I sports in the Big East Conference. We're definitely high attendance at all of our athletic events. Last note, we are completely test optional for 2021, except for our Join MD program. That is the only program that will still require scores, and all students that apply will be awarded merit scholarship and have the opportunity to go after all of our other wonderful special scholarship opportunities. If you guys have questions, you're welcome to meet me in my booth. I'll be there from 6:30 to 8. Thanks so much.
Hi, this is Amy Mitchell. Hoping you can see me. Here to just talk to you a little bit about Emerson College. So Emerson is located right in the heart of Boston, and you can connect directly with me with any questions at all that you have. We can go on to the next one. So we have been around an awfully long time. We're a pretty unique location right in the heart of the theater district in Boston. So we feel pretty fortunate to be in our location. We have about 3,800 students. So I always say that we're a little bit of a unique place and that we're on the big side of small. And that's a really great opportunity for students to kind of get to know each other and still meet some unfamiliar faces now and then. Being in the theater district in Boston puts us in this incredible location in the city. So we are a city campus. What's I think a little bit more unique about our city campus is that it is a very small city campus. So on average, it takes maybe 10 minutes to walk the entire campus. We have 12 buildings and a 2-block walking radius. So that really gives students that opportunity for city living, but in a smaller environment. We have an average student to faculty ratio of 13:1 with pretty small class sizes. Most of our faculty are going to be working professionals in our fields, and it's really important to us that our faculty are active and engaged, and they make really deep connections with our students. We do have 3 campuses. We have our main campus in Boston. We have a brand new campus in Los Angeles that's been built, just was built brand new build about 6 years ago, that's really designed as an intense internship program for our students. And then we actually own our own medieval castle in the Netherlands as well. We are a school that's very focused on arts and communications. That's really the heart of who we are and what we do. And that makes sense that we have campuses kind of globally. That global outreach is important to us as well. Students are literally coming from all over the world. And most of our students are employed within their fields pretty quickly right outside of graduation. We also have a number of students going on to graduate school. Go forward. So one of the things about Boston that makes it so incredibly special is that there are so many colleges and universities per square foot. There's so much to do in Boston. And we are in this amazing location where we're just a stone's throw across the street from the Boston Commons, again, in the theater district, right in the heart of really where everything is happening. That also means that we're part of the Pro Arts Consortium. So students are able to actually take advantage of taking classes at the other Pro Arts Consortium schools while being being an Emerson student in Boston. So if an Emerson student wants to take a couple of classes at Berklee College of Music, they can do that automatically by being a part of the Pro Arts Consortium. We can go forward. Perfect. So one of the things about Emerson that's unique is we are a school that is very globally committed and globally aware. We actually have 4 programs where students spend their first 2 years studying abroad. And then we have a number of different varieties of options for students to spend their time beyond Boston, focusing on these global pathway programs where they might study something really specific, like go to London and study Shakespeare, or something a little bit unique like that. This year for the incoming class, we are going to be test optional. We've been test optional since 2017. And I'm happy to talk more about the application and how that works if you want to come see me at my booth, which I'll be there from 6:30 to 8. Thank you guys so much.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alexandra Drattel. I'm the Outreach Advisor here at AMDA College and Conservatory. We have 2 campuses located in New York and Los Angeles. I'm going to talk a little bit about our New York campus. We are a specific performing arts school for musical theater majors, actors, and dancers. Our New York campus is our 2-year conservatory program. It's a 2-year program where you will get a certificate upon completion once you finish. You have the studio program, which is acting for stage, television, and film. We have the integrated program, which is the acting, dance, and musical theater. So that's involving your voice. And then we have dance theater, which is commercial dance and theatrical dance. On to the next slide, please. Great, Los Angeles. So Los Angeles is where you can get your Bachelor's of Fine Arts. That's your 4-year degree in acting, musical theater, dance theater, and theater arts. You can get your BA now in acting at the Los Angeles campus. So to New York, we're located in the center of Manhattan. It's beautiful. You're in the perfect location. It's a very nostalgic area. Los Angeles, we're located in Hollywood. Capitol Records is across the street from our building. So these are the prime locations you want to be for this industry. We do give the options for students to study at New York and Los Angeles. So it's kind of our 2 years in New York and transfer over to LA, and you could get your BFA in any one of these programs. And so I think our school stands out in 3 ways. I would also say we have our high school program that we're offering in the summer. And this is a really good way to get your feet wet on AMDA, whether it's a good fit for you or not, because again, it is a very specific school. It's a private college. It does require for you to audition. And once you audition, we look at you for scholarship. There's tons of performance opportunities, which I think makes us stand out from another kind of college. Our faculty are all currently working in the industry, which is really important because it's always evolving. So it's important to learn from people that are in it now. And then I would also say the bi-coastal feature that we offer our students. On to the next slide. This is my contact information. Feel free to reach out to me at any time, and we hope to hear from you. Thank you.
All right, hi everyone. My name is Lauren Birch. I work at Chapman University. Super excited to be here with you all virtually today. Just to give you an overview of Chapman, we were founded in 1861 and we're the 3rd largest private university within the state of California. We're located within Orange County in the city of Orange, so hopefully that's pretty easy to remember. I'll actually touch on location on the next slide, but we have about 10,000 total students. About 7,500 of those are actually undergraduate students, so students that are applying right out of high school or transfer students that are studying for their bachelor's degree. And the other couple thousand are graduate level students. So definitely more heavy on the undergrad side. We like to say that we are a Goldilocks number. We're not too big, we're not too small. We're just right. And you'll see a little bit farther down with a 13:1 student to faculty ratio, average class size of 24 students. Even though we're larger than your high school, we're going to have small class sizes. So you really get to know your professors, you get to know your classmates, and definitely the entire Chapman community. We have 79 countries represented, 48 states. So definitely people are coming from all over to study at Chapman. We have 52 total majors. They really range in subjects. So if you're interested in anything from business to STEM to the humanities to the arts, really anywhere in between, you can really find something that fits your interest. We also give you the option to apply undeclared. So if you're not wanting to settle on a certain major just yet, when you go through the application process, you will have the option to apply undeclared. We also have 72 minors, so we really encourage students to really diversify their class schedule. We take classes in different subjects. You won't be taking classes for just your certain major, so definitely take a look at our minors as well. And there are a ton of ways to get involved on campus. That was my favorite part of being a Chapman student, was really getting to get involved. Clearly lots of ways, 180 ways, lots of different clubs to join. We have Student Government Association, University Programming Board, or students that plan different fun events on campus. And we also have Greek life. We have 9 fraternities and 9 sororities. So lots of ways to get involved. We can go to the next slide. Awesome. So just to highlight location, you all are fairly close to us, not too far away, but there's Chapman right in the middle. You'll see that there's a lot going on right within Orange County. Of course, the beaches are about 20 to 25 minutes away, but we also like to highlight that we're close to the mountains, we're close to Big Bear, so students really get the best of both worlds in that sense. Right in our backyard, you'll find Disneyland, which is actually the 2nd largest employer of Chapman students, and also Angel Stadium. So if you're a fan of baseball games, that's right down the road from us. And then we're in between these 2 major cities. So we're in between LA and San Diego. Chapman itself is located in more of a suburban area. So again, I like to say you get the best of both worlds, large city, but more small town where it's located. And obviously super nice weather throughout the year, which is definitely a highlight. So the area really provides endless entertainment for our students and also a lot of career opportunities as well. You can go to the next slide. Awesome. And then this last slide is just my contact information. It's lbirch@chapman.edu. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I hosted my session earlier today from 3 to 5. So if you missed it, again, I'm always there to answer questions, but thank you so much. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the fair.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Mia, and I am the admissions counselor for Colorado Mesa University. We are a public university located in Western Colorado in a beautiful city called Grand Junction. We can go ahead and go to the next slide, please. So one thing to keep in mind about Colorado Mesa is that we're really big on community, making sure that everybody has a place on campus where they feel welcomed and have their own family. And I think the size of our campus is really conducive to that. Right now, we have about 11,000 students enrolled, so medium-sized. 88% of our classes have less than 40 students in them. So you're going to make great relationships and you're going to have a great classroom experience. A couple of our big majors on campus that we're known for: criminal justice. We have an amazing forensics edge there. You can see one of the top pictures of the student that looks like she's taking a picture of dirt. She's actually at our Forensic Investigation Research Center, or our body farm. To the right of that, you see that picture of that dining room. That's actually the restaurant in our new teaching hotel that opened up this semester. 60 rooms right on campus and 100% student ran. So if you're looking to get into hospitality management, culinary, marketing, accounting, this is going to be an amazing resource for you. And then you see some happy nurses because we have such a great nursing program. Our nurses actually pass 98% on their first test, their NCLEX, after they graduate. And then to the right of that, you see a picture of our human performance lab where one of our kinesiology students is doing research with one of our cycling team members. So really hands-on across the board. We do have 114 majors, so definitely something for everybody. Please go to the next slide. And then when we talk about Grand Junction, Colorado, I know a lot of us probably have no idea where that is. We are on the western slope, so about 30 minutes across the Utah border, you'll be in Grand Junction. We are the largest city between Salt Lake City, Utah and Denver, Colorado. And I know us leaving California might be worried about leaving the California weather, but trust me when I say it's really mild year round. We have 300 days of sunshine. Yes, you're going to get all 4 seasons, but it is really easy to transition into. We're 40 minutes away from our nearest ski resort. We have 1,200 miles of hiking within an hour of campus. The Colorado River is 15 minutes away from campus. The Colorado National Monument is 10 minutes away from campus. So there is always time to be outside and new outdoor activities to take advantage of. So if you're like wanting to be outside, somebody that likes to be active and try new activities, this is a great option to consider because we have it all. Go to the next slide, please. And then when we get into tuition, one thing to take away from this is that we are a WUI school. Discounted tuition for California residents, as long as you have a 2.5 GPA, you can see that tuition goes down to $12,900 a year. We do have merit scholarships that are stackable on top of this, up to $6,000 a year. And we are test optional this year. So if you didn't take the SAT or ACT, don't stress, we'll still find a place for you on campus. So I look forward to connecting with you guys. I'll put my email in the chat for you. Thank you so much.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Dylan DeChico and I am coming from Concordia University in Montreal, Canada. So definitely kind of farther away than some of the last people who have seen over the past 10 minutes or so. So we're looking up in the eastern side of Canada, so it's a little bit further away than you would think, but we're only about a 5-hour flight if you take a direct flight from like somewhere in California, Los Angeles, San Francisco. It takes about 5 hours to get over to Montreal. So we have a bit larger school. Our school is about 46,000 students, 10,000 of which are graduate students. So we are very undergraduate heavy, but 75% of our classes are 60 students or less. So even though we do have a very large student population, our class sizes are very small. So we have 4 major faculties. We have the Faculty of Fine Arts, we have the John Molson School of Business, we have our Engineering and Computer Science, as well as our Arts and Science, which basically covers all of like the human sciences, like exercise, with biology, chemistry, and as well as all of our humanity programs. So within those 4 faculties, we have over 120 programs. So we do really have something for everyone. There's so many things here that we excel at in Canada and are very well known for. And then all of our programs are spread over 2 different campuses. So you can see that we have our downtown campus, which is very urban, but then we also have one that's a little bit further away from downtown, maybe about a 20-minute drive, and it's much more kind of community college vibe. Okay, we can go to the next slide. So for the next slide, I just want to talk a little bit about Montreal. So I myself went to Concordia, I graduated there, and I also fell in love with living in this city. So Montreal is the top student city in North America, and it's 6th overall in the world. So a lot of students love coming to study in Montreal. It's very, very affordable, which is really great. So prices for apartments are about like $600 to $700 a month Canadian, so it's much cheaper than what you would expect, especially with the American dollar being kind of high these days. But there's always just so much culture happening here. So there's always events happening. There's always festivals happening. It's a really great place to get involved as a student outside of your university setting. So, you know, you can come here, you can study, but then on your free time, you can spend a lot of time within your community. All right, so next slide. So one thing that's really great about applying to schools in Canada, especially Concordia, is that our application process is very straightforward. So we are not on the Common App, so you are going to have to go to our website to apply if you are thinking about coming to Concordia or thinking about some Canadian schools. We have application fee, and with that application fee you can choose 3 programs. So it's kind of nice, you have a little bit of selection, and then you can upload all of your documents, and basically our documents are very straightforward. We don't look at SATs or ACTs, we don't have any essays or reference letters. We're just looking at your overall grade, and that's how we're going to base your entry. Unless you're applying to something like fine arts, then we're going to look at something like your grades and your portfolio. The deadline is February 1st for February 2021. 2021. And then there is my contact information. So if you have any more questions about studying Canada or Concordia, feel free to let me know and I'd be happy to help you out. And that is everything.
All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Gabby Tobias, and I work for High Point University. We are located in central North Carolina, situated right between Raleigh and Charlotte. I am regionally based out here, so I do look forward to working with you guys as well, and we'll go to the next slide. So I'm going to explain a little bit about why High Point is unique in our innovative academic model and why students, especially students from the West Coast, are attracted to us. At High Point, we always say that every student receives an extraordinary education in an inspiring environment with caring people. So we truly focus on a holistic education, and we're focusing on preparing students for the now and what the careers are going to look like now and in the future within the next couple years. With our education model, at least 25% of all of our learning is experiential. So our curriculum with that is both innovative and relative, with a mix of real-world academics and classroom settings. We have new majors such as engineering, PT, and actuarial sciences that are preparing students for the ever-changing job market and the ever-changing world. So our students at High Point don't just sit behind a computer screen for hours on days or in lecture halls. They're actually getting out and they're doing, and they're putting theory into a practice outside of the classroom. Next slide, please. And with our education, we also believe that the environment that we surround our students with is just as important. Because at least 80% of our kids come from outside of the state of North Carolina, we want to ensure that we're surrounding them with an inspirational environment. And our environment also helps teach our students life skills. And now when we talk about life skills, we're talking about these skills that are going to help prepare you students for the next ever-changing job market. When you come on our campus, you're going to be taught skills such as the art of communication, leadership, time management, how to effectively balance your time, money, energy, and finance. We want to focus you on our career or graduate schools. And these are skills that employers say matter once you get into the job market, and skills that are going to translate inside and outside of the classroom. We have learning labs all across our campus, and our ever famous one is our steakhouse. So you can get a free filet mignon or a vegan or vegetarian option on our campus, but it does help teach our students etiquette and dining skills and the art of conversation over a meal, which are skills that are going to be needed once you're put into those career environments. And then next slide, please. And we also believe in the people that we surround our students with are just as important. I mentioned at least 80% of our students come from outside of North Carolina. So we want to ensure that every student gets a mentor on our campus. I think the average mentor that every student got in college is around 16%, but at High Point, every student gets a mentor, starting with our first year freshman success coaches that you'll work with monthly, and then also our innovators in residence, which you see on the screen right here, Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple, and Mark Randolph, the co-founder of Netflix. We are very confident in our education and academic model because at least 98% of our students are employed or in graduate school within 6 months. At HPU, we believe in the art of the possible, and I look forward to sharing that with you guys soon. There are my emails on the first slide, so if you guys have any questions about High Point or HPU, you can feel free to contact me, and I look forward to working with you guys. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Gabriella. I'm the International Student Recruiter for Middlesex University, London. Middlesex University is a British university located in London, the capital of England. We are, as a British university, we go by the British curriculum, which is 3 years. Our students at our London campus are about 15,000 students, overall about 25,000 among our campuses in Malta, Mauritius, and Dubai as well. We can move to the next slide. So I've gathered here about 5 reasons why you should apply to Middlesex University, or at least consider applying for British higher education. I'm a big advocate for these reasons, and I know that many of our students have at least 2 or 3 of these reasons. So number 1 is the quality of education. British higher education is the highest perceived in the world. At least a British university will always be in the top 3 universities in the world, if not the top university in the world. And it really, there's a standard. The Ministry of Higher Education basically has a certain standard in which all universities have to go by. And we as a public university, and so is Cambridge and Oxford and all of these very high-ranked universities, we have to go by these rules and regulations. So that speaks for the quality of the British education in general. Tuition fees are generally cheaper than studying in many US universities, many private and out-of-state universities. So just to give you an idea, in US dollars, tuition fee is about $16,000 to $17,000 per year for our undergraduate programs, which leads me to the next point, which is the duration of our programs. Our master's degrees are only 1 year and bachelor degrees are only 3 years, which means that even if you find a US university with the same tuition fee, you're getting an automatic 25% reduction of the fee in comparison, because you're only going to study in the UK for 3 years. And that's because we don't teach any general education courses. We assume the students already know that. You go straight to your major. All of the programs and all of the modules that you'll take are specific to your major. Number 4 is the location, obviously. Being in London is wonderful. It's the hub of business, art, and culture. I like to say that regardless of your personality, you will find a place in London, whether you're a bookworm and you love museums, art galleries, bookstores, parks, you have all of that. But if you are a party animal and you like bars and clubs and restaurants, there's so much of that in the UK and London itself as well. And number 5 is the diversity. So there's a great range of programs. We have over 100 different programs for our students to choose from. As I mentioned before, they're very hands-on. And so almost 30% of our student population is international as well. You can move on to the next slide. These are academic entry requirements, which, as you can see, are very doable, very accessible. So you will need a US accredited high school diploma with at least a 3.2 GPA and scores of either 3+ on at least 2 advanced placement exams, or SAT scores of 550 in each part, or ACT composite score of 23. I won't take any more of your time, but I will, in the chat, I'll leave you with some details and also a link where you can receive more information from us. All right, thank you for your time.
Hi, everyone. My name is Bethany Potts, and I'm your admissions counselor at Portland State. PSU is the second largest four-year public school in the state of Oregon. We're located right in downtown Portland, and we have a little over 26,000 total students. As a school in downtown Portland, we're really proud of our diverse student population, and specifically, we're honored to get to partner with about 37% of our undergrad students who are the first in their family to go to college. If you're a student living on campus looking to get involved and meet other people, make a community, and really find a sense of belonging, we encourage you to consider living on campus, although we don't require it. You can get involved also in student-run clubs and organizations, in our cultural and resource centers, or if you're interested in athletics, PSU is an NCAA Division I school. Next slide, please. Thank you. As far as academics go, a great benefit of being a large four-year public school is you have many programs to choose from. Some of our more popular offerings include psychology, business. You have many different areas of focus in our School of Business, computer science, graphic design, and public health. But if you're a student who's interested in coming to Portland State and you're not quite sure what you would like to major in, we value our exploratory pathway programs, which group similar majors and really give students the opportunity to explore what it is that they are interested in, eliminate choices over time, and really identify what your long-term goals are. As a large school as well, we are excited to say that our student to faculty ratio is 20:1, and your average freshman class size is going to be 28. Next slide, please. So as a student considering Portland State, the first thing that I would want to mention is that PSU is not on the Common Application. So if you're considering applying, you'll need to apply on our website. I included the link here for you. PSU has rolling admission. So that means we accept applications all throughout the year. We encourage you to apply by February 1st. And when we're looking at your application, we're looking for a set of minimum admissions requirements. So a minimum 3.0 cumulative unweighted high school GPA, and then we want to see what classes you completed in high school to see, are you set up for success when you get to Portland State? PSU has been a test optional school, and we will continue to be a test optional school. So if you're a student thinking about a term of entry after fall of 2021, that policy will still apply to you. I'll also say that if you're a student who is concerned about these requirements or has any questions, I'm your person. So email me and I'll put my info in the chat after I finish presenting. But also PSU is a WUI school. As a participant in the Western Undergraduate Exchange, we will automatically consider you just through your general application for admission. We're gonna look for a minimum of a 3.0 when you apply. So if you meet our minimum requirement for admission, you will be eligible for the WUI. We don't restrict it to a certain number of students or certain majors. So I absolutely encourage you to apply by the application deadline for WUI, which at the latest is June 15th. It saves you about $15,000. So it brings our resident undergraduate tuition down from right about $30,000 to a little over $14,000. I am going to put some info in the chat for you, but thanks so much for your attention tonight. Hope you're getting some good information.
Hi, everybody. My name is Grant Sewell, and I'm joining you from Reed College, also in Portland, Oregon. If we can go to the next slide, please. So Reed College is a small liberal arts college. On average, we have about 15 students in your classes, and student to faculty ratio is about 10:1. So Reed really epitomizes students living a life of the mind and really kind of stepping into your learning, and students are really in the driver's seat during their time at Reed. So your academic experience is framed by kind of two pillars. The first would be our required first year humanities sequence, Humanities 110, allows students to explore a humanistic experience through a diverse historical context. And then the other side would be your senior thesis. So a chance to kind of focus in on something you're passionate about to kind of finalize your senior year and kind of consider your next steps. So all of that would be under the backdrop of being a liberal arts educational institution, which allows students to really take a breath, a wide range of different curriculum. And what we see is students do extremely well when they're here at Reed, and then also do extremely well when they're thinking about next steps. So Reed is the fourth highest producer of students who go on to graduate and PhD programs in the country. A little bit about our social and community as well. So one thing that's pretty unique to Reed is something we call the honor principle, which is how we go about establishing and maintaining community. So the honor principle, it's not codified, it's not written down, but it's essentially an idea about how we work to leave the community stronger than when we found it. Also, another kind of interesting fact about Reed is something we call Paideia Week. So Paideia Week happens every spring semester, right before the start of the spring semester itself. It's essentially a week on campus where anyone can teach on anything they're interested in at all. And the reason I bring that up too is because Paideia Week is also the formation for our supplemental essay, which I'll talk about in a second. And then lastly, the thing I'd like to share about how we work to build community is by leaving the community stronger from when we found it. And something we do that with is through our Students for Engagement and Direct Service, our SEEDS program, which essentially allows us to try to improve the campus and to improve the larger community. And if we could do the next slide, please. And a little bit about the application process. So Reed accepts the common or the coalition application. There's no preference in which one you choose to apply to. We accept both. We will be test blind in 2021 and 2022. We realized that, there's a lack of equity in students being able to access the SAT and the ACT tests. So if you haven't taken it, no worries, we will not factor that into a review for your application. Reed does holistic application review, which essentially means we'll look at all materials you submit. So your transcripts, your letters of recommendation, and your essay. And so the supplemental essay is actually the Paideia question. So it actually asks you, if you're a member of the Reed community and you were going to teach a class, what would you teach to us and why? So, it's a good idea to kind of get those ideas flowing. Reed does reviews of early decision, early action, and regular decision. So we accept students at all of those points. And we also do need-based financial aid. So we ask that you submit the FAFSA and the CSS profile, and that allows us to review every individual applicant's individual financial circumstance to put together a package for you. I'll share my personal email in the chat box in just a moment, but you're welcome to reach out to us at admission.reed.edu, or you can always get in touch with us via the phone. But I hope you have a great rest of the fair. Thanks for your attention.
Hi all, my name is Rania Mesri and I am the Program Outreach Specialist at Saddleback College. So that is our local community college here in Mission Viejo. Just a little bit about us. We have over 270 degrees and in over 190 program areas taught by faculty that are experts in the field. We have study abroad, work experience, online learning, and honors programs that really round out kind of a full educational experience. Next slide, please. So to talk a little bit about transfer opportunities, and there will be a transfer webinar later on this week, so please join that. But this slide really shows you where our students go to. And what's kind of important to see is where we are first. And so we're first in transfers to many of those popular UCs, such as Santa Barbara, Santa Cruz, San Diego State, and then in the state schools, excuse me, San Diego State, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and then also out of state to ASU. Saddleback College has wonderful transfer agreements through the honors program, through the relationships that the school has built, and that webinar will definitely go over that. Next slide, please. So this slide, it's a bit wordy, but I really wanted you all to see it. This is kind of some really great opportunities that your students have if they attend Saddleback College. The first is called concurrent enrollment, and that is where freshmen through seniors can take Saddleback College courses for free. So as long as it's before their graduation date and that they started their freshman year, it is free. They can take really anything but PE classes. And what's great about that is that they are starting their college career early. So they're building that college transcript, and that will follow them wherever they apply to. And then in some cases, their high school might also offer them credit as well. Another thing, and the next two ones are really for your seniors in high school. We have our Saddleback College Promise program. This is a really exciting program that we pay the first 2 years of college for our eligible students, and that covers our registration fee, which is $46 per unit, support for book costs, our health fee, and our ASB stamp. And who is eligible would be first-time college students that are attending Saddleback College in fall 2021. So your student can take classes while they're in high school. That's perfectly fine. They are still eligible to be part of the Promise program. And then lastly, we have Freshman Advantage. Freshman Advantage is our early start program for those incoming high school students during our fall 2021 semester. It's really an opportunity to apply early. And what's kind of the most exciting part of this is to be able to pick that early registration date. These students will be able to pick their fall classes in May, while the rest of the college population will then follow after. So all of that has to be completed by April 16th. So if you have any questions for me, I will put my email in the chat. Thank you.
Lisa Ann, you're up next.
Hi, aloha everyone. Oh, can you hear me? Oh, here we go. Okay, aloha everyone. My name is Lisa Ann Amaral. I am the Assistant Director of Admission at the University of Hawaii at Hilo. At the University of Hawaii at Hilo, we are located on the big island of Hawaii in the city of Hilo. We have about 3,500 students on our campus. So we're a smaller to mid-sized university with about 14:1 student faculty ratio, and our average class size is about 18 students per class. With our small class sizes, our faculty are able to take you out into the field to get your hands dirty, get your hands wet. So you'll be doing a lot of hands-on laboratories out in the rivers, out on the mountains, out in the rainforest, out on our lava fields. So it's a really, really exciting way for our students to learn and connect with their faculty members. We do have great study abroad programs at the University of Hawaii at Hilo that our students definitely take advantage of. Next slide, please. At the University of Hawaii at Hilo, we are part of the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program. So the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program allows students from California to attend Hilo at about a $10,000 tuition discount. So that puts your tuition at just over $11,000 for the academic year. It's a really great opportunity to study out of state. A lot of our parents from California have mentioned that it's cheaper to send their student to Hawaii for college than to stay in state. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. All right, and so to apply to the University of Hawaii at Hilo, you're going to do our freshman application. We are not part of the common application. You are going to do our Hilo application available at our website. A 2.7 GPA will guarantee admission to Hilo. We are test optional for the upcoming academic year. So if you don't have the SAT or ACT test scores already taken, don't worry about it. However, if your GPA is below a 2.7, then you are going to want to take the SAT or ACT test and submit those. If you have any questions, you can always go ahead and contact the admissions office. Ask to speak with me. My name is Lisa. I'll be happy to help you. I will also be including my contact information in the chat box too. Thank you so much for your time. Aloha.
Hola, OC. It's me, Gary B. Thank you for being here. I'm going to talk about where I went to college and graduated, the University of New Mexico, also known as UNM. Next. When you think about me saying UNM, what do you know about UNM? And I hear that, UNM, unfortunately not much. So let's start with location. UNM, University not close to mom. You're leaving home and going to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And right away, you're thinking Albuquerque, New Mexico, flat and hot. We're not. Think UNM, University next to mountains. We're the same elevation as Denver. That's right, UNM, University nearly a mile high. You'll see some snow. UNM means usually not much, but more than we get in the OC, okay? Let's go to the next slide and talk about one of my favorite subjects, majors, UNM. You name a major, Gary B will talk about it. UNM, University for Nursing and Medicine, the largest hospital in the state of New Mexico. UNM, University from nuclear to mechanical and every other kind of engineering. Maybe you're into business, UNM, University with a number of management programs. Film, UNM, University for Netflix movies. Also, Netflix is located in Albuquerque in one of our partnerships. Not sure? Just think, UNM, undecided, no more, come explore. Options galore, will open the door to something you're looking for. What's the campus like? UNM, University nice as a Marriott. Dining 24/7, UNM, unlimited number of meals. Let's talk about paying for college on the next slide. UNM, you need money, we've got scholarship. 3.0 will show you the dough to help you go to New Mexico. So the cost of attendance for a non-resident, that's tuition, fees, housing, dining, money for books is about $35K, but that's not what you'll pay, no way. The total for a student from California with a 3.0 is about $20,000 a year. And the minute you apply for admission, you've applied for scholarship. Students, we do rolling admission. It's time to get rolling on applying. Let's just cut to the chase and make this simple. Class of 2021, time to get it done. You can apply now. I'll tell you how. Do it online. It'll save you time. Use your phone. Do it at home. Either way, do it today. Then email me, Gary B, and I'll waive the fee. I'll make it free. Send your transcript. We don't need a test. I'll do the rest. 3.0, big dough. You got a 4, you're getting more. Don't be a fool. Stay in school. It's cool. Go to college. Get to knowledge. Gary B, remember me when you're making that list. UNM, University not to be missed. I love the OC. All right, let's go next.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Dafu Goodman. I'm the high school and EAP coordinator here at California State University, Dominguez Hills. And today I'm just gonna talk to you a little bit about Dominguez Hills. We're located in the city of Carson. And yes, we're the only non-impacted CSU in the South Bay. So we're the closest non-impacted school. Now, what does this mean? This means if we go to the next slide, we'll see our admissions requirements. Very simple, straight to the point. We have our A through G requirements. Students must pass these with a C- or better. This year, we are not taking the ACT or the SAT into consideration when admitting students. We need to make sure all students graduate from high school or are on track to graduate from high school. Our GPA requirement is a 2.5 GPA, which means that if a student has all the requirements and a 2.5 or greater, we will admit them, no questions asked. Next, we have our 2.0 to 2.49 GPA. Sorry about that. We're going to be looking for additional factors such as additional A through G requirements. We're going to focus more on the GPA, and then we're going to look at household income and extracurricular activity in order to make our decision for admissions. So that's really important because we know that 2.5 GPAs we're able to admit. We're going to try to provide more information to our students regarding the admissions process. If their GPA is a 2.0 to a 2.49, requesting additional information. So if we go to our next slide, we believe it's truly important that students get connected to a campus before they're applying and during the application period. So we highly recommend checking us out during our virtual campus tour, which happens Monday through Friday from either at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., or 3 p.m. And we will have our open house this coming Saturday. And to register, it's very simple. Go to discover.csudh.edu and we'll be more than gladly to sign you up for that. It's a free event. And then our next slide, how do you get in contact with us? Just call me, email me. That's my work cell phone. I do accept text messages. So feel free to reach out to us. We want to make sure that we provide college access to our students and make sure that our students are getting educated and graduating in a timely manner. Feel free to reach out to me. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello, everyone. My name is Grace Bjorkman, and I am a senior admissions counselor with Westmont College up in Santa Barbara, California. So as you can see, beautiful location. We have mountains on one side and the ocean on the other side, and just a couple hours north, so good kind of in between distance for a lot of our Orange County students. And we are actually open for visits right now. So if you wanted to come check out a tour, we are doing in-person college. So we have academically rigorous curriculum encouraging students to take classes both inside their major and in other classes, which also means that you don't have to have everything figured out right away. There's a lot of flexibility to explore before you have to be locked into a major. A lot of flexibility there. We're also all undergraduate, so we have about 1,300 students, and we don't have any grad programs, so we solely focus on the undergraduate experience, which means students are learning from professors themselves with their PhDs rather than, PAs or grad student teaching assistants. So we have an average class size of 18 students with an 11-to-1 student faculty ratio. So definitely a smaller school where you can really get to know your professors and your peers in a very close-knit community where professors really want to get to know and be able to mentor students. We're also a Christian college. That's a big part of who we are. Students don't have to be a Christian to come to Westmont, but that is going to be a really big part of your experience with attending chapel and some Bible classes. So if that's something you're looking for, Westmont could be a really great option to be able to kind of learn more about your faith while you're in college. We're also a residential school where we have most of our students living on campus all 4 years. So there's a lot of different types of residence halls, but this allows students to be around other students, getting to know people, and just it makes for a really great community overall. We're not a commuter school. We're a school where people are fully in it and they're wanting to get to know people and they're on campus and they're wanting to really be a part of it. So it makes for a lot of fun, just campus life, campus culture, and a lot going on through residence life. Global, we really value global engagement. 60 to 70% of our students are doing some type of study abroad or off-campus program. And we have a ton of opportunities for students to not only love our beautiful location in Santa Barbara, but also explore other parts of the world and learn about different places. And that just fosters really strong global engagement on campus as well. In terms of the admissions process, that'll be on the next one. You can see that we are on Common App and it is free to apply to Westmont. We are test optional this year, so that, whatever you've been able to do, we'll totally work with you. And in the future, at this point, we're planning on requiring them again, but we'll evaluate that as it comes. We are having a required interview this year as a part of the application process. That allows us to just get to know you a little better, informal, just a chance to have a conversation. And if you apply early action, you can hear back by Christmas, which is really awesome, and still have plenty of time to make your decision, or you can apply by our regular decision of January 15th. In terms of scholarships, you can see we have a published scholarship grid here for students who do submit test scores. Sorry, it's a little small, but we have a lot of really big academic scholarships for students, in addition to scholarships in other areas, and a lot of different types of financial aid as well. We actually ranked number 2 in California for our financial aid offerings, and have a lot of different Westmont specific financial aid available for students, as long as you're submitting the FAFSA. So we definitely want to be able to make it work for you to be at Westmont if you want to be there. So thank you for listening, and this wraps up our time, but would love to hear from you and hopefully either see you on campus or connect sometime soon. All right, have a good one.
If you want to go ahead and go on to the first slide to see what Cal Maritime is unique at the California State University level, we are Cal State. So we're one of the 23 California State universities, but we're very industry specific in our education. We're also the smallest in the Cal State. We only have about 925 students currently enrolled in campus. Our average class size is 18. Very hands-on learning. So if you are someone who needs to take things apart and put them back together and do them physically, other than just theoretically, this is a great campus for you. All of our programs gravitate not just getting you to graduate, but getting you that first job after graduation. About 90% of our students after graduating are employed in their major. So what we do well. We're the smallest, best dressed Cal State in the system. We do wear uniforms. And if you go on to the next slide, you'll see a picture of those uniforms there. We only offer 7 degree programs. Again, smallest Cal State in the system: international business, global studies, oceanography, mechanical engineering, same top level ME program that you're going to get at any other Cal State. The difference is that we have a 500-foot training ship with 2 diesel engines that you really get to have your hands on. Maintenance, take apart, put back together. All of our students travel internationally. Facilities and marine engineering technology, along with marine transportation and mechanical engineering, travel on board the ship for the first semester, the first summer with us after your first year. And if you're going to be part of the licensing program, you're getting a license from the U.S. Coast Guard to navigate or to be a certified engineer on board a ship, but you are not joining the military. We are not a military school. The tradition of being a maritime academy is where the uniforms come from. So we're a little bit more structured than your other Cal States, but what we offer is very industry specific. So if you go on to the next slide, we can talk a lot about our applications. October 1st through October 31st is our early notification. So if you submit your application by October 31st, we can let you know if we can admit you by December 15th. You still have until May 1st to make that final decision. All of our admission requirements are the same as all the other Cal States: A through G, GPA. When we're looking at the mechanical engineering or engineering degrees, we're also going to be calculating your math GPA. For our mechanical engineering program, pre-calculus is a requirement. So it's just something to look out for. Please send me an email at admissions if you have any questions specifically to you. And check out our preview week that's coming up October 17th through the 22nd, where we're going to actually have all of our faculty from the different departments host a Zoom meeting talking about our specific majors. And I think that's all of my time.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Betsy Rhodes-Stassen. I'm the coordinator for California recruitment for NAU, and I'm regionally based here in Southern California. NAU is up at 7,000 feet high, so we actually get 4 beautiful seasons there. It's the only city, actually Flagstaff is the only city in Arizona that has never reached 100 degrees. And it's also sometimes gets 100 inches of snow, and that's because of its elevation. It's close to the Grand Canyon. It's only about 90 minutes away. It's uphill and about 2 hours north of Phoenix, but 4 distinct seasons for students to enjoy, especially if you like being outside, hiking, biking, snowboarding, skiing, the best skiing in Arizona. I know usually you don't say Arizona and skiing in the same sentence, but lots for students to do, especially if you like being outside. And we also have about 21,000 undergraduate students, about 100 majors. We're mostly known for hotel and restaurant management, nursing, engineering, business, and education, but you certainly do not need to know what you want to major in before you come to NAU. We are Division I. Our mascot is Louis the Lumberjack, and that's because we are surrounded by the largest ponderosa pine forest in the whole world. And we'll go to the next slide. As far as admission into NAU, our application's been open since July, and it opens up every July. So for you juniors for next year, these are the 16 core courses. You might call them the Sweet 16 courses that we look at for admission. You are guaranteed admission to NAU if you have a 3.0 unweighted core GPA in just those 16 courses, and if you have no deficiencies, if you're not missing any of those courses. But we will still consider you for admission if you're above a 2.5 unweighted GPA, and as long as you're not missing more than one course in any two areas and not missing both the math and a lab science. And we are test score optional. We've been test score optional for many years, and we will continue to do so. We really just concentrate on those 14 to 16 core courses, and our application, like I said, has been open for a while. We'll go to the next slide. And we are a WUI school. You've heard from a bunch of WUI schools here tonight, the Western Undergraduate Exchange. Altogether, we are about $34,000 a year. So we're very comparable to all the UCs, some of the CSUs, and we also have some scholarships that are tied to the WUI as well. So you can actually bring your tuition down to actually below what an in-state student pays. All of our majors are included in the WUI. There's no separate application for admission for WUI, and you would get that for all 4 years. There's no deadline to apply for that too. We are not giving out tours officially yet. We hope to after the new year, but certainly if you want to drive to the beautiful Flagstaff Mountain campus, we want you to walk around, visit, come into our Welcome Center if it's Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Thank you very much, and I'll put some extra info in the chat.
All right, everybody, how's it going? My name is Devin Emmons. I am an admissions counselor at California Baptist University, right in the heart of sunny Southern California in Riverside. So I want to talk to you about our majors. We have over 80 majors to offer you at California Baptist University. And when you look at minors and concentrations, there's over 200 combinations of things that you can do. We want you to know this because we want you to know that we are making sure that we're constantly sweeping through the industry, making sure that your degree is needed and meeting market demand in the field by the time that you graduate. So your program directors are constantly adding and updating programs to make sure that you are equipped. We have a 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and we want to make sure that you are equipped academically and professionally. So you have professors, over 80% of whom have a terminal degree in the field. It means they've achieved the highest degree possible in each of their respective fields. And we have a phenomenal career center that is going to prepare you outside of the classroom to go out and win that job at the end of the day with mock interviews, resume builders, and career fairs. We also want to make sure that you know what your degree and your work can do for you, but we want to help you get there through financial aid. So if we can go to the next slide, I want you to see these scholarship opportunities that we have at Cal Baptist. So for this year, we are test blind. So we will determine a scholarship upon acceptance to the university based just on your cumulative weighted GPA from high school. So you just need to make sure that you send us in those transcripts and you could be eligible for one of these scholarships. If you do receive one of these, it will be your scholarship to keep all 4 years, every year coming back to CBU. You can go to the next slide. We'll tell you how you can apply to CBU. So we are not on the common application. Our application is open now. You can go to calbaptist.edu/apply. Fill out the general information, an admissions essay, 3 to 5 paragraphs asking you how you'd like to grow at CBU. And then you just need to make sure that you submit the $45 application fee and then sending in those transcripts. Your application will be fully completed. If you get it completed by December 1st, you will be enrolled in an early benefits program where we will build you an early financial aid offer letter, get you early access to the housing application and class registration times as well. So that's California Baptist University. Again, my name is Devin. I'm going to put some information on the chat. If you're interested, feel free to give us a call. Thanks.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Derek, and I'm with Dixie State University. If you want to go to the next slide for me. Dixie State University is located in St. George, Utah. That's about 6 hours away from where you are right now. A lot of people hear Utah, they think freezing cold. Not the case. We're actually more of a desert climate, and like I said, we're very close to you. So you might think you have to get in a plane to get there. Not the case. We're in the very southern part of Utah. Very close to Las Vegas. You've been there before, just an hour and a half north of that. A gorgeous place to be. We're well known for our red rocks. You can see some of them in that photo right there. We are a public university, so we are funded by the states. We are 100% acceptance. I know that sounds strange for many of you Californians trying to get a certain GPA or SAT score to get into a university. Meanwhile, at Dixie State, we're a growing university looking to add more and more students. So we do accept every student who applies, which is awesome. For some students, we're going to be at their first choice. For other students, we're going to give them a second chance to attend a university, and I love seeing that. We are the most affordable university in Utah. We do have very small classroom sizes. We have Division I athletics, so if you want to go to a football game, basketball game, whatever it might be, we have those options for you. We are the Trailblazers. Brooks the Bison is our mascots. We actually have about 11,000 students on campus, so I talked about how much we are growing, and we have room to grow and continue to grow, so we're excited about that. We are the most diverse university in Utah with a 21% minority rates, and we have 43 plus different international students. Next slide, please. We have 210 plus programs when it comes to academics. We are adding more and more master's degrees, and we're looking to add a PhD program here very soon. If you have questions, you want to hear more about your specific degree, I'd love to talk about it. But we are a teaching institution, meaning our professors are there to specifically teach you and work with you. We want to lean towards an active learning, active life lifestyle, and so we want you to be very hands-on. Next slide, please. Now, steps to admission, it's a very easy application. You just go to dixie.edu, pay the $35 application fee, and submit your high school transcript. We're not requiring SATs or ACTs for your admission. All of our scholarships are going to be based off your GPA as well. We are a WUI school, so if you have a 2.5 GPA, we'll offer you the WUI. I mentioned how affordable we can be. That'll bring down your tuition about $7,000 a year, and then the cost of housing and food is about $7,000 a year as well. So very similar to any Cal State school, but we can actually be more affordable because you'll be in Utah, where housing and food just tends to be a little bit more affordable. So some great options there. We do have even more scholarships to offer. So if you have a 3.25 GPA, that'll bring down your tuition about $6,000 a year, which will make it even more affordable than a Cal State school. So I'll put up my information in the chat right there. Feel free to contact me if you have more questions or check out our video, but you have a great day and thank you for being here.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Klein. I'm one of the assistant directors of admission here at Willamette. On the next slide, we'll talk a bit about some numerical context for the institution. We are classified as a small liberal arts institution with around 2,500 students in our total population. There's more than 50 academic programs for you to be a part of, from the natural sciences, studio and performing arts, the humanities, or you can even design your own. We're right across the street from the state capitol here in Salem, Oregon. So for students interested in focusing on public policy, law and ethics, that's a great opportunity. There's more than 66 different study abroad partnerships as well for students looking to enhance their education, taking it around the world with them. On the next slide, we'll talk a bit about our distinctions. Particularly, one of the additional requirements for your education will be to either study abroad, participate in an internship, or conduct some of your own student research. And our faculty do a great job of making sure that they are connecting you with the particular opportunities you're interested in. We've got some great programs within business, public health, and data science that have just kicked off last year. And there's also some great dual degree programs with our graduate schools. Our College of Law and our School of Management have some 3+3 and 3+2 programs respectively, accelerating that program, getting you into your career about a year faster. On the next slide, we'll talk a bit about the extracurricular opportunities. On average, our students are involved in around 2 to 3 different things outside of the classroom, from the multicultural groups to honor societies, but a big piece is the outdoors. Being here in the Pacific Northwest, we want to get our students out and about, seeing what the state of Oregon has to offer. So on any given time, there's a few weekend excursions going on that we always want our students to get excited about and participating in. Willamette is a place that I feel you can really make your experience anything that you want it to be. We've had students create coffee shops on our campus and even break world records. So we want to create a space that you can make your education all your own. And we hope that you'll join us. I'm going to leave my information in the chat if you'd like to talk a bit about the application process or financial aid. We are exclusively on the Common App. There's no application fee. We're also a test optional institution, which we've been for many years. In terms of financial aid, there's merit scholarships, competitive scholarships, and some need-based aid that we are all able to provide to you. If you have specific questions about what that might look like for you, I'm happy to talk about it. And again, my information will be in the chat. Thanks so much, everyone, and have a great night.
Hi guys, my name is Kelly Perry. I am the admissions advisor here at Southern Utah University. And you can go to the next slide for me, thank you. So a little bit about SUU. We are located in Cedar City, Utah, which is a small rural town in Utah, about 45 minutes north of St. George, where Dixie State is located. We're surrounded by 20 different national parks right in our backyard. So again, we do have those lovely red rocks, but at SUU, we will also have 4 seasons. So our snow is going to be more on the mild side, and then we have a beautiful fall, and then spring and summer are going to be more on the warmer side. The closest national parks in our backyard are going to be Zion National Park, Bryce Canyon, Cedar Breaks, as well as Bryan Head Ski Resort. You can even do a snowboarding class and get college credit for it as well, which is super awesome. Our outdoor center has a ton of different outdoor activities planned throughout the school year that our students can sign up for, as well as rent different outdoor equipment to go kayaking, canyoneering, climbing, things like that at a college price, which is super affordable for our students. You can go next. Some of our top 5 programs are going to be our nursing program, aviation, business, psychology, as well as our education program. We are a smaller university, so we have a little over 8,000 students for undergrad. Total, we have 11,000 students with undergrad and graduate students. We do have over 140 different programs to choose from, so we recommend you, if you have no idea what you want to study, come in undecided. We will help build a personalized schedule for each one of our incoming freshmen, which is super helpful and allows you to get on that right track as soon as you start college. We have a 3-year program and a 4-year program at SUU, so you can graduate between 3 and 4 years. You're in and out. You're not struggling to get your classes or anything like that. So it's super awesome that we do have those different options for our students. We still have all your study abroad opportunities, just like most schools. We also have an average class size of 21. We have a student faculty ratio of 19:1. So all your class sizes are going to be fairly small. Your professors will know your name, they'll know when you're not in class, and they'll reach out to you if you're struggling and things like that. We also still have all your D1 sports. Biggest one's going to be football and gymnastics, and then over 130 different clubs and organizations to take part in as well. Next. For applying to SUU, we are not on the Common App. We just have our own application that you can go on our website at su.edu/apply. All we need is that application filled out as well as your transcript. So we are completely test optional. We are no longer requiring your test scores at all, unless if you were able to take them and you would get a better scholarship based off of this scholarship index here. As long as you have a 2.8 or higher, you will get a scholarship. If you have a 2.5, you are going to still be accepted in SU as well. If you have any questions on the scholarship index, please reach out to me. I will put all my information in the chat, and I can also waive the application fee for you guys as well. If you want to go to the next slide, this is just about how to visit SUU. So you can go on to su.edu to finish your visit and schedule that right online. And I will put my information in the chat if you guys have any questions. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Hi, everyone. My name is Caitlin. Can you go to the next slide, please? Thank you. I am an Associate Director of Admission at Denison University, which is a small liberal arts college just in Granville, Ohio. A couple of important numbers here. We're a community of about 2,300 students. We are 100% residential. So if you are looking for a residential experience, this is the kind of place where you could look and probably enjoy yourself. Granville is a small Midwestern town of about roughly 7,000 people. But we're located about between half an hour and 45 minutes from Columbus, Ohio, which is the capital of Ohio. It's a city of over 2 million people. It's the 14th largest city in the country. So our students really enjoy a great balance of a small town with access to a very big city with a lot of opportunities, both professionally and recreationally there. As you can see here, we have 53 academic majors. A lot of those are going to be very traditional liberal arts majors. So English, psychology, economics, communication, those are very popular at Denison. However, we also have programs like global commerce, which is an international business style degree. This year we added global health, data analytics, health, exercise, and sports studies. So we're constantly adding programs that are not as traditional at smaller liberal arts colleges. In terms of extracurricular opportunities at Denison, we have over 160 different student organizations and clubs, ranging in everything from pre-professional groups, we have Greek life, service-based groups. Athletics are also a huge part of the social fabric at Denison. We're a Division III teams. Athletics play a big role on this campus. We tend to do quite well in our league and have won a number of national championships in the last few years. So if you're looking for a D3 school with a big school spirit, this is a great place. The arts department at Denison is also a huge part of who we are, both performing and visual arts. Next slide, please. In terms of what our students are doing after Denison, here's a snapshot of what they are doing. You can see that you can read all of these. My favorite statistic here is the 97% of alumni are working in their desired field or position or are well on their way to achieving their professional goals. I think that shows that our Career Center is not just preparing you for a job, but actually the job that you want. In terms of admission, we are on the Common App and the Coalition app. We're test optional and have been for over 10 years. We meet 100% of students' demonstrated financial need. And we also offer merit scholarships. There's no deadline and there's no separate application. There's no separate deadline or application for merit. If you have more information, if you have more questions, if you go to the next slide, my information is there. And I will also drop it in the chat. So thank you so much.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Vanessa Ea with the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, or UCCS. UCCS is a part of the all-public, all-research University of Colorado system. We are located in the city of Colorado Springs, which is just an hour south of the capital city of Denver. And our campus has a little less than 12,000 students this semester. Let's go to the next slide. In terms of programs, we divide our majors into 6 different areas. I get asked a lot about our nursing and health sciences school. I also get asked a lot about our College of Business, as well as our College of Engineering and Applied Sciences. Those 2 programs are the ones that we originally had when we were founded a little over 50 years ago. This particular slide in the upper left-hand corner just gives you some of our new programs for this year. And so in our School of Public Affairs, which includes criminal justice, they did just add a bachelor's and a master's in social work. Cybersecurity has existed in our College of Engineering for more than several years, but our College of Business did add the management aspect of cybersecurity. Digital media is a new program in what is called our Bachelor of Innovation program, or BI. You will not find it anywhere else. Only entrepreneurs would think to trademark a degree. So it really is a one-of-a-kind degree unique to the Colorado Springs campus. And then finally, as I mentioned, human physiology and nutrition actually isn't a new major or area for us. What is new for them is they have a brand new building. It's got some really neat collision spaces, which allow for students to, of course, have their academic classes, but they are also studying under faculty who are physicians. And so we have at least 8 doctors, MDs, that are practicing, holding their clinics, and also teaching our undergraduate students and our 3rd and 4th year medical residents. It's a really neat opportunity. On the last slide, we go over some of the scholarships that we have available. So our University of Colorado campus does participate in the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program for all majors except for nursing. And so we do that automatically. For our nursing students, they come under what is called the Peak Award, and it brings them down almost to the same amount of WUI. So the two that you see on the top, WUI and Peak Award, we do that automatically. You don't have to do anything special to get that, just apply and be accepted. And then the two on the bottom are examples of scholarships that you would need to apply for. So the presidential actually does better than the WUI tuition, which is resident times 1.5. And then our presidential, if you earn that, it's resident tuition times 1.1. Thanks for your time, and you have a good evening.
Hi, my name is Brittany Preston. I'm the Director of Admissions at OSU-Cascades. Next slide, please. And we are Oregon's newest public university located in Bend, Oregon. And the campus, as you can see in this photo, just opened in 2016, and we're a branch campus of Oregon State University. All of the buildings are brand new. They include state-of-the-art labs, a residence hall, dining hall, and we're expanding that campus out onto 128 acres with a goal of creating a net zero campus. And all of that is surrounded by an outdoor paradise. So Bend is known as a vacation destination for outdoor adventure. You can go skiing about 20 minutes from campus. At Mount Bachelor, you can walk from the campus to the Deschutes River, or you can hop on some of the most well-known mountain biking trails in the Pacific Northwest right from our back door. Next slide, please. Currently, we have just over 1,300 students, and our first year class has consistently been growing by about 20% each year. So we're definitely seeing a lot of growth and interest. And we've been adding about 3 majors each year. So we have traditional degree programs like business, biology, and psychology, but we also have several unique programs like outdoor products, hospitality management, and energy systems engineering. And students choose OSU-Cascades because of the OSU reputation, but they like the smaller, more private school feel. It's not uncommon for me to see students sitting in the dining hall, talking with faculty about their goals and where they see themselves. And time again, students talk about the quality of teaching and the relationships that they have with their faculty. Next slide, please. In addition to that, every student that comes to OSU-Cascades is guaranteed an experiential learning opportunity. So for you, that might be study abroad, it might be research, it might be a capstone project as part of your program. And we also have several faculty who've received federal grants or international recognition for some of their research. And it's our undergrads getting to do that hands-on experience and those opportunities. It's the opportunity to apply what you're learning in the classroom to real world experience. So it helps you build your resume. It helps open doors for careers and really, makes you marketable when you get out there and look for a job. And some of our programs even have 100% job placement because of that. So if you're looking for a small school with great hands-on learning opportunities in a beautiful location, I encourage you to look at OSU-Cascades. Not a lot of students know about us yet. We're still getting the word out. So go to osukascades.edu to learn more, and let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. Take care. Have a great night.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight. My name is Brittany Slaughter, and I'm the Director of Regional Admissions at Elon University, which is a mid-sized private university located in the heart of North Carolina. On the next slide, you will see a map embedded, just so you can get a sense for our location. We are right in the heart of the state of North Carolina, and while that feels far from where we all are in Southern California this evening, you've got 2 major airports within an hour of campus, making it really easy to travel there. Elon has about 6,200 undergraduate students, of which 80% come from out of state or overseas. I can guarantee you certainly won't be the only West Coast student on campus. Being a liberal arts university, we have an excellent program within our College of Arts and Sciences with strengths in areas like the health sciences, a new engineering school within the College of Arts and Sciences, biology, music theater, as well as music production. However, we also have a top 50 business school, a top 50 school of communications, which is known for its programs in journalism and cinema and television, as well as a school of education. And what's really nice about Elon University is that you apply to the university as a whole versus one specific major or school. So if you are a student who's not quite sure what you want to study yet, that's okay. We will help you to do that. We also have an excellent advising program. So making those decisions about what to study and not only what classes to take, but really what is going to fill the next 4 years of your time at Elon are really intentional. We want to make sure that you're spending your time and your resources wisely in college, and to be part of a student body that is very much individualized, I think is really nice. Elon is an ideal fit for students who want to be part of the classroom discussion. You prefer that hands-on approach to your learning, as well as really having that mentor-mentee relationship with our faculty members. Our average class size is typically right around 20, but we cap classroom enrollment at 33. On the next slide, you'll see another great campus visual. I like giving you just a big overview of Elon. We want to make sure that you are not just going through the motions of college, but again, are really intentional with how you're spending your time outside of the classroom as well. And that's where our program called the Elon Experiences comes in. You'll need to complete at least 2 of these 5 programs, which include leadership, undergraduate research, service, internship, and study abroad. Opportunities are going to be the way in which you are hands-on with what you're learning in the classroom. And hopefully when you come back from an amazing study experience or internship program, you're able to contribute more to the classroom space. Some really important outcomes for you. Every 9 months after graduation, we like to check in with our students to see how they're doing. And while we're still waiting on the class of 2020 data, the class of 2019 did report that 95% of them were either employed in graduate school or were completing an internship within the first 9 months of graduating. What is most impressive in that number is that 92% of those students were doing something that was directly related to their career objective. So we're really proud of Elon students for, again, being really strategic and intentional with their time with us so that they really are building the foundation of their career. On the last slide, I do like to end with our study abroad program. Elon is very much committed to exploring your global citizenship, and whether that is learning about different cultures, different languages, or different religions, or actually getting to study in a new place. It is a great opportunity for students on our campus. For the last 15 years, we've actually had the #1 study abroad program amongst private colleges in the country. So we certainly have lots of places for you to explore. This time last year, Elon students were in 23 of the 24 time zones, so you can certainly explore the world. I will provide additional follow-up information for you in the chat, but thanks again for being here and being present. And we hope to see you on Elon's campus if you're able to travel east anytime soon. Thanks so much and have a good evening, everyone.
Hi there, guys. I'm Paul McBean, the Regional Manager for the University of Aberdeen over here in Scotland. It's a wee bit early in the morning, so hopefully I won't be too tired for you all. The university was founded in 1495 and is one of the UK's ancient universities. Today, we are home to around 15,000 students with a 10,000 undergrad population. Around 1 in 3 of our students come from outside the UK, with 120 different nationalities represented on campus. We're a top 200 university in the world and top 30 amongst all the UK and international rankings. We're situated in the city of Aberdeen, which is the energy capital of Europe, and also the local area is known as Castle Country, where over 300 castles and stately homes are only an hour's drive or less from our city centre base. It's easily accessible to come to Aberdeen with our international airport with great links via London, Paris and Amsterdam. Can I have the next slide, please? In Scotland, we are a 4-year undergraduate degree system. So it's some ways similar to the US, but also slightly different. We have around 75 different subjects or majors, and that has about 300 different combinations available to our current students. We offer a number of single and joint honours as well as major and minors. The emphasis is on breadth and flexibility with the opportunity to change subjects in years 1 and years 2. I think this year about 40 to 50% of our students had made some kind of change to their studies. One of the best things about studying in Scotland is that we don't have any general ed. So if you were to come to study liberal arts, your enhanced study programmes are related to that. If you're a STEM student and you don't really want to be doing English Lit, then you don't have to worry. As research underpins a lot of the work the university does, we really do encourage research from day one for our students. Every student who graduates from the university will undertake a 4-year research project or a dissertation. Next slide, please. So this is just a little bit of information and a wee bit of an overview on some of the important side of things. So the university has tuition ranging from around £17,200 to £19,700 per year. So that's around $21,000 to $25,000. We have merit scholarships available across all 4 years, with students potentially able to earn up to 50% off their tuition. We are FAFSA approved, and students are able to use Common App to apply to us. Accommodation is catered or self-catered with private bedrooms, so it's flatmates, not roommates over in Aberdeen. Student life is very much led by what you want to do. There is not one thing on campus that every student does, and we encourage students to take part in what they want to do. The city and the local area, as well as Europe and the rest of the UK, also plays a big part in the students' experience, and we highly encourage you to travel when you get the chance. And I will be quite happy then to put in my details into the chat there. Should you have any questions about studying or indeed living in Scotland, please do get in touch. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon or good evening, everyone. My name is Tanisha Young, and I am one of our first-year admissions counselors here at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, also a double alum, so I'm a Seahawk through and through. Here on the screen, you'll see a couple images from our beautiful campus located in Wilmington, North Carolina. We are part of the University of North Carolina System School. So there's 17 individual institutions within that. We're not branch campuses, however, so we're all in our own individual institutions that have our own specialty majors, different campus sizes, and our own admissions processes that are available. Wilmington, North Carolina is a beautiful beach town on the southeast coast of North Carolina. We're about 2 hours from our state capital, Raleigh, North Carolina. And for all of our California folks out here, we do have an international airport just 15 minutes from our campus. So it's very easy for you to commute back home whenever you would want to. But again, with our beach community, we have Wrightsville Beach, which is just only a 15-minute drive from our campus location. Next slide, please. To go a little bit in depth regarding our different facts about UNCW, we are a mid-sized institution with just a little over 17,900 total students here at the institution. An undergraduate breakdown of that is about 14,650. Even though we are considered mid-sized, we do provide more of a private school feel within the academic classroom. So we have an average class size of 27, and we have an 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio. All of our classes are taught by full-time professors, so you'll really get to engage with professionals who've been engaged in their own field and are now teaching those practices to the next generation. At our university, we have about 56 bachelor degrees that you can pursue, with 36 master degrees and 4 doctoral degree programs. Some of our top majors that our students are pursuing is our School of Nursing, which is very strong. It's our only competitive school here at the institution. So when you apply to UNCW, it's just for general admissions. Our students won't declare their major until they are a sophomore. But specifically, our School of Nursing is capped at 60 students per semester, so our only competitive program. And our nursing students have their cohort, 98% of them will pass their certification exam at the end of their term. We also have business, which is top 30% across the nation with our business school program in 13 different concentrations. We are known as North Carolina's coastal university, so we do offer marine biology all the way up to the PhD level, and we have a separate private research facility called the Center for Marine Science right on the intercoastal waterline, so that's available for our students to get to utilize. Regarding admissions criteria, the things that we're going to be reviewing for your application is going to be your academic profile. So specifically looking at your GPA, your academic rigor, and class rank. We do require an essay, and we use the same common application prompts for that essay. Extracurricular activities, your recommendation and test scores are going to be optional. That test scores optional waiver is only for this application year. We are traditionally not test optional, so that is only reserved for current seniors this year due to the COVID implications. And if you want to get involved on our campus, we have over 1,000 study abroad opportunities in over 50 different countries. We have a very extensive honors college if you really want to engage in different research. We are an NCAA Division I athletics program with 19 athletic teams. We don't have college football, so we really rally around our college basketball team. And we did just have one of our alums become an NBA champion. He is on the LA Lakers team, so Devontae Kaycock. We're really excited that we have our Seahawks showcasing in that way. If you want to learn more about UNCW and how to come to another beautiful southern coastal town, feel free to contact our Office of Admissions and contact me in any way. And this last slide next, we just have some additional photos from our campus. I am the California rep, so you can contact me directly, and I will put my information in the chat. Thank you so much for listening.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Devin Williams, and I'm your University of Nevada, Reno recruiter. So before I begin, I have a QR code so you guys can go ahead and scan that, and that's so you guys can get some more information about our institution. So to talk to you a little bit about the University of Nevada, Reno, it's the oldest university in the state of Nevada. So our campus has over 22,000 students at the University of Nevada, Reno, and 11,000 of them are undergraduate students. So when you typically think of Nevada, you don't necessarily think of trees and mountains. You probably are thinking about Vegas. But just to put that in a little perspective for my Southern California students, we are about 8 hours north of Southern California, and we are about a 45-minute flight from you all. We do have an international airport, as some of my colleagues have said earlier, and we are about 35 minutes away from Lake Tahoe. If you're not sure what Lake Tahoe looks like, go ahead and take a picture or look it up, and we can talk about like the outdoors experience that you can get at the University of Nevada, Reno. Some of the really cool things about us, we have over 145 undergraduate majors in 11 different academic colleges. So just about any major that you are interested in studying, you can study it at the University of Nevada, Reno. If you're interested in going to med school, you're interested in social work, journalism, engineering, all those programs are available at the University of Nevada, Reno. Some of the really awesome things, we are not on the Common App. We have our own separate application. We have no impacted majors, and there is no letters of recommendations or essays for admission purposes. Next slide, please. So like some of my colleagues said tonight, we are a Western Undergraduate Exchange school as well. To qualify for our Western Undergraduate Exchange, you have to have a 3.25 unweighted cumulative GPA, 24 or a 24 on the ACT, and or a 1160 on the SAT. Next slide, please. And we also have a program that is actually just changed this morning, so you guys are the first to hear it. We have our Nevada Advantage program. These are both reduced tuition programs for our California students. And to qualify for our Nevada Advantage program, you need a minimum of a 3.0. We're looking at your academic GPA. So that is the California A through G requirements, or the minimum of the 22 on the ACT, or the 1100 on the SAT, and a completed core at our institution. So if you guys have any questions, our application is now open. And like I said, we have no impacted programs, and none of these reduced tuition programs are specific to programs or majors at the University of Nevada, Reno. So I'm gonna put my information in the chat, and thank you guys for listening to me.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kat Everard, and I work at Boise State University, located in beautiful Boise, Idaho. Now, let's check out Boise State in the next slide. We are Idaho's largest public research institution in the state, with about 26,000 students and 17,000 undergrads. Academically, we have over 200 majors and minors to choose from. We're known for material science engineering, holding one of the biggest tech companies called Micron Technology, who is one of the leaders in memory and information technology. About 95% of our computer science grads have jobs before graduation. We have a regionally ranked education program, and we recently became one of the top 50 schools for innovation. A couple years ago, we started a brand new College of Innovation and Design with our signature program being our Gaming, Interactive Media, and Mobile Technology degree. One of our more unique programs at Boise State is our 3D program, where you get the chance to customize your degree and combine 3 different academic disciplines. We also have an incredible honors college that houses our community based off of the Harry Potter house model. So maybe you want to join our traditional sorority and fraternity system, or maybe you want to be a part of one of our honors college houses. And of course, I can't forget, we're also known for our famous blue Smurf turf football field right behind me. In the next slide, you'll see why students from California are choosing Boise State. And I think it has everything to do with our amazing capital city, outdoorsy location, and the people. Boise, Idaho has actually been named one of the fastest growing cities in America. In 2018, we were actually voted #1. We have about 600,000 people that live in the Boise metro area, but I think you still get that warm, welcoming, small town college feel, which students love. Our California students call Boise Idaho for a reason. Also, there are no couch potatoes here. We've been named one of the most active cities in the West, so you get plenty of outdoor activities and all these beautiful seasons. 2 of my favorite traditions on campus is our first week float. Imagine hundreds of college kids floating the lazy river right next to the school, and our short stack shindig, which is an event where our alumni actually feed our students blue and orange pancakes on the first day of school. In the next slide, you'll be able to see that Boise State is also a very affordable and admissible option. Letters of recommendation and essays are actually not required for our application unless you plan to apply to our honors program. This year, Boise State is actually test blind for admission, so we will not be looking at test scores. We'll only be looking at your total unweighted GPA. If you have a 3.0 and above, good news, you are guaranteed admission to Boise State and a scholarship. We have our Treasure Scholarship, and we are a WUI school as well. If you have a 3.4 and above, you can get guaranteed WUI at Boise State. The only major ineligible is radiology. So I'd love to chat with you more about how you can become a Bronco. In the meantime, remember, the grass is always bluer at Boise State. Thank you, everyone. Go Broncos. Up next, we have CSU Monterey Bay.
Hi, everyone. My name is Parvi Shah. I'm an admissions counselor at California State University, Monterey Bay. This beach that you see in front of you here, that is a beach that's located near campus and just a mile away. And you can find all of our students here when they're not in classes. Next slide. So at Monterey Bay, we have 25 different majors to offer to students, 9 graduate degrees, and multiple teaching credentials. We are a part of the CSU system, so we are one of the 23 campuses, and we do have one of the lowest fees within the CSUs. Again, we're 1 mile from the beach. We do have small class sizes, and with that, our student to professor ratio is about 25:1, so the professors get to know you really well on name basis and not student number basis or anything like that, which is actually pretty neat. I am an alumni from CSUMB, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask and I'll be able to help answer any of those questions as well. Now, we are considered a residential campus, so a majority of our students do live on campus, and we offer housing for all years that you attend Monterey Bay. Next slide, please. So at Monterey Bay, we do have 13 men and women sports teams for NCAA Division II, and we also have intramural sports as well as sports clubs. We do have Greek life on campus. We do have 100+ clubs and organizations for students to get involved in. We do have a lot of support programs as well as campus resources for students to get all the help and support they need as well. Next slide, please. So the grid that you see here in front of you are our freshman requirements. So for fall 2021, the CSU campuses are not accepting any SAT or ACT test scores. So we each are using a multi-factor admissions criteria. The one you see in front of you is for CSUMB. So 2.5 and above, we'll just be looking at your A through G coursework. 2.0 to 2.499, we'll be looking at not only your A through G coursework, but a few other supplemental information that is entered in through your application. So whether you're in our Tri-County area, first generation, low income, again, based off of the information you input into the application, and extra A through G coursework. If you are interested in applying to any of our impacted majors, we are looking for everything that I just listed off, as well as your math GPA needs to be above a 2.5. And for out of state, it is a 3.0 or above GPA. And then my last slide has all of the contact information for CSU Monterey Bay. But thank you all for joining the presentation today.
Hi everyone, my name is Alexis Salvador and I'm the admission counselor at Gonzaga University that works with students in Southern California. Gonzaga University is a medium-sized Catholic liberal arts university in the Jesuit tradition located in the heart of Spokane, Washington. That's the eastern part of Washington state. Spokane is the second largest city in Washington and Gonzaga's campus is just a 15-minute drive from the Spokane International Airport. As stated in our mission statement, Gonzaga educates students for lives of leadership and service for the common good. We have 4 pillars at the core of our education: academic excellence, leadership development, being contemplatives in action, and being people formed with others. We pride ourselves in the development of the whole person and experiential learning opportunities, everything from research to internships and community engaged learning. We have an undergraduate population of about 5,200 students and an average class size of 22, so a lot of personal attention to ensure our students are succeeding. And this leads to very happy students with a 94% retention rate, which is one of the strongest in higher education. We also have very successful students with a 94% post-grad success rate. That means 6 months after graduation, 94% of our students are either fully employed in graduate school, in the military, or are doing long-term service like the Peace Corps. Next slide, please. There are so many ways that students are learning both inside and outside of the classrooms. We have 5 schools of study and over 75 academic programs: our College of Arts and Sciences, School of Business Administration, School of Engineering and Applied Science, School of Education, and School of Nursing and Human Physiology. 56% of students at Gonzaga study abroad, and students of all majors aside from nursing can study abroad for a semester and still graduate on time. We have over 60 programs in over 40 different countries. 83% of students are coming from over 200 miles away. California is actually the second biggest state that we get students from, and we really strive to create a home away from home for you. We have over 140 different clubs and organizations on campus, and students contribute nearly 150,000 hours of community service each year. We also have 2 of Washington's largest state parks within an hour of the city and 5 ski resorts within 90 miles. So there's so many opportunities to go out and explore the beauty of the Pacific Northwest. Next slide. We take a holistic review of applications and are test optional this fall. We consider GPA and grade trend, curriculum, quality of writing, extracurricular activities, and character. We have 1 application deadline of December 1st, and you can find us on the Common App. We also offer optional admission interviews as a way for students to strengthen their application. Nursing and engineering are direct admission, and we like to see 4 years of math in high school, especially calculus and physics for those engineering students. All students are automatically considered for academic merit scholarships, even without a test score. We also have additional application-based scholarships on our website that can sometimes be major or region specific, so you really just want to check those out. And then for need-based aid, we have families fill out the FAFSA. About 99% of students at Gonzaga receive financial aid and/or merit scholarships. Please feel free to reach out to me or anyone in our office with any questions you might have, and I'm going to put some contact information in the chat. But thank you.
Hello, I hope everyone is doing well tonight. My name is John Sampson and I am the Associate Director for Undergraduate Admissions at Vanguard University. And a little bit about Vanguard, we were founded in 1920. We're down in Costa Mesa, so we're not too far away actually. We're in Orange County, right across the street from the Orange County Fairgrounds. So this building that you see right there, we just finished construction of our 35,000 square foot student center that we just opened up in February. And so if we could go on to the next slide, I do have a little bit of information to talk about. Vanguard is celebrating our 100th anniversary this year, which is so exciting for us. As I mentioned, we were founded in 1920. And if you didn't know, Vanguard was actually in Orange County before Disneyland was. So if you need a fun fact, that's a good one to share with any friends or family who live in Orange County. With our 39 different degree programs under the academic excellence, so the top 5 that we have would be psychology, biology, kinesiology, communication, and chemistry. And so those are our top 5 majors that we offer here at Vanguard University. And we're so excited to offer those top 5 majors, but also the 39 different degree programs that students can choose from, with our average class size only being 21 students. So we do have a very small average class size if you want to be known and get your get letters of recommendation from your professors or have professor mentors. Vanguard is really the place where you get to foster that relationship. And then Vanguard is a Christian university where we offer over 100 chapels per semester, and students are expected to take 5 religion classes, 5 theology classes throughout your 4 years as a student. So throughout your 4 years, whatever of the 39 different degree programs that you choose from, you will have those 5 classes built into your academic program. And then we are located, as I mentioned, in Costa Mesa, which is only 4.6 miles from the beach. And as I mentioned, that 35,000 square foot student center is really the center of campus and brings everyone together with the new fitness center and cafeteria, coffee shop, as everything that students are really wanting. And we do also offer 18 different sports on campus. We are part of the NAIA if you're interested in playing one of those 18 sports and receiving an academic scholarship, or an athletic scholarship, I should say. So we do offer athletic scholarships as well. And recently Vanguard was ranked number 4 by the US News and World Report for the most students receiving merit aid, with 100% of our freshmen receiving an academic scholarship. So we're so excited to be offering so much financial aid to make Vanguard an affordable option for students. And you may be asking, is Vanguard test optional this year? And the answer is yes, we are test optional, except for students who are pre-nursing or athletes. There are specific requirements for an SAT or ACT. Otherwise, we do not require the SAT or ACT scores for other students, and we look for a preferred minimum 2.7 GPA, and our first deadline is December 1st for early action. So if we could go on to the next slide, that is all of the contact information. Feel free to ask any questions by emailing us at that email, giving me a call at that direct extension. But if you do want more information and a free application, please go to that link at the bottom. Thank you so much, all, and have a great night.
Hello, everyone. This is Nian Quach, and I am your admission counselor from the University of New Hampshire. So UNH is a public flagship research university located in Durham, New Hampshire. You see the map on the next slide. So you can see Durham is an hour north of Boston, an hour and a half from the beautiful White Mountain, and a short 20-minute from the Atlantic Ocean. We are literally located in the middle of everything, and with the largest transportation system in the state of New Hampshire, we'll make sure to get you anywhere that you need to go. We're currently sitting at around 13,000 undergraduate students, making us a larger mid-sized institution. The nice thing about a mid-size of our size is that we are able to offer you the resources, the opportunity, the school spirit of a large university, while still maintaining that intimate and personal connection to your faculty, to your classmates, to the people that you're living in the resident hall with. If you can go to the next slide for me. So we're currently offering over 150 different majors for you to choose from, ranging from the liberal art and humanities to business, engineering, all different type engineering, computer science to physical sciences. We have a College of Health Sciences and Human Services, which include nursing, occupational therapy, exercise science, all the way to the life sciences and agriculture, which include biomedical, animal sciences, marine biology, as well as all the pre-vet, pre-med, pre-dental, as well as a law school at the University of New Hampshire. Now keep in mind, all of our programs, all 150 of them, including nursing, are direct entry. They are all test optional at UNH, and none of them are impacted. We are also one of only 20 universities in the country with the land, sea, and space grant status. So what that means is that we receive funding from organizations like NASA to do research in all those different areas. It's allowed us to talk to your faculty and researchers to come to UNH, who in turn give you the best education possible. And then last but not least, when you pair that with one of the oldest and largest undergraduate research program in the nation, that means that you get to take advantage of all these different research opportunities as early as the sophomore year of your college career at the University of New Hampshire. And then last but not least, I am so proud to work for a university that puts sustainability at the heart of everything that we do. From research to academic, from using landfill gas to heat our entire campus, to sustainable organic local produce in our dining hall, making us one of the top dining program in the country. Green is truly our favorite color. So if you are ready for a adventure in the beautiful New Hampshire while making a difference in the world that we're living in, UNH is certainly ready for you. I would love to connect with you. I'll drop my information in the chat box, and good luck with everything this fall.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Jacob Jones Polton. I am an admissions counselor with Western Washington University in Bellingham, Washington. Thanks for doing that. So we're in Bellingham, Washington. So we're about 20 minutes away from the Canadian border. We're about an hour and a half north from Seattle. Bellingham is an amazing community, just has so much going on in terms of outdoor opportunities, whether you like hiking or going for a run, or you like kayaking or sailing or skiing or snowboarding, we've got it all. Our university has about 16,000 students, so we're a medium-sized public university. We have just great access to our community as far as being able to have students really feel like they're a part of both our on-campus community and Bellingham itself. So great food, great opportunities for hands-on learning, and really great access to both the big cities of Seattle and Vancouver, BC, as well as the mountains over at the Mount Baker ski area. So if you like skiing or snowboarding, if you like hanging out at the beach, Bellingham is a really, really great place to be for all of those things. So next slide. Awesome. So as far as academics are concerned, we've got over 175 different majors. That's a lot of options. You can see what some of our top choices are right here. So one of the things I really got to shout out is our environmental science program. Our Huxley College of the Environment was actually one of the first environmental colleges in the United States. So we've been doing sustainability for a long time. We also have an excellent marine biology, marine science program, with our Shannon Point Marine Center being just this world-class place for doing hands-on marine research. Other than that, we have some great options for students that are interested in pre-med, pre-law, engineering. Computer science is doing super awesome stuff as well, since we are so close to the Seattle tech scene. At Western, you get a really great value for your education. We are one of the most affordable schools in the state of Washington. So you get great bang for your buck there, really high quality education and a really good quality of life while you're with us in Bellingham. So I have my contact information right here for you. Again, my name is Jacob Jones Polton. I am your admissions counselor for Southern California, and just looking forward to hearing from you and answering your questions in the future. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. My name is Becca Larson. I'm the Regional Director of Admissions for Muhlenberg College, which is located in Allentown, Pennsylvania. You can head to the next slide. Muhlenberg is a small liberal arts college. Allentown is about 60 miles from Philadelphia, 90 miles from New York City, and the city of Allentown is actually the third largest city in the state of Pennsylvania. So there's a lot going on within Allentown. Healthcare is actually the biggest industry within the city of Allentown. We have 3 major hospitals within close proximity, and we have partnerships for both clinical and research opportunities for our students. We have 2,200 students on campus, and 91% of those students live on campus all 4 years with guaranteed housing. So we are very much a living and learning environment. We've been consistently ranked as some of the top college food in the nation, #1 in the state of Pennsylvania, which is a big point of pride for us. You can go to the next slide. Academically, we offer just about 40 or so different majors at Muhlenberg. We're known for our incredibly strong programs within theater and dance. Our theater major has 6 different concentrations, one of which includes musical theater. And beyond our programs within the arts, we have business, accounting, economics, finance, media and communications. We have a newer major in public health and a brand new major in sustainability studies. About 1/3 of our students double major, and another 1/3 pursue a major and a minor. So cross-disciplinary study is something that we really strongly encourage and support students to do. We have an incredible pre-med program, lots of students who go on to law school, and we offer lots of different academic partnerships, which are listed on the next slide. Oh, maybe not, just kidding. And those partnerships are within we have a 3+3 program with Villanova Law. We have a 3+4 program with University of Pennsylvania College of Dentistry. We have 2 accelerated, or excuse me, not accelerated, but academic partnerships with Boston University School of Medicine and Temple University School of Medicine, respectively. So there's a lot of opportunities for students to just continue their growth and learning, beyond their 4 years as an undergraduate. We are a campus where our students are incredibly engaged. We've been called the caring college consistently. We're a place where students really care deeply for one another, hold doors open for one another. And we really just love the deep sense of community that we've fostered on campus at Muhlenberg. So I'm going to pass things off to my pal Corinne, who's going to share some more information about Marist. Take care, friends. Thanks.
Well, good evening. Thank you, Becca. I'm so sorry. We're keeping it on the East Coast. My name is Corinne Schell. I am Director of West Coast Admission at Marist College. We are a private 4-year liberal arts college located in New York, about an hour and a half north of New York City. But we are 1 mile from the train, which enables our students to get down to New York City to take advantage of an incredible opportunity with internships. Next slide, please. So this kind of gives us a little bit of background about Marist. We are currently a little over 5,100 undergraduate students, which come from 47 different states and 64 different countries. Our student to teacher ratio is about 16:1, and our maximum class size will always be 35. Once you get more into your particular field of study, your class sizes will range anywhere from 5 up to 35 students in a class. So great opportunity for students to really get to know their faculty. We also have a campus in Florence, Italy. We have an incredible program over there for incoming freshmen who choose to study in Florence as a freshman. But we also offer semester programs internationally, and more than 50% of our students will study abroad at some point in their college career to well over 80 different destinations around the world. So study abroad is very, very popular. And again, we mentioned quite a bit about the campus in Florence, Italy, because it is a Marist campus. All classes are taught in English, fully furnished apartments and dorms. They have a cooking class, and their schedule is a majority of the Fridays off, which enable them to travel extensively. We are a Division I school for sports. We have 23 varsity, 12 women, 11 men. We also have 16 club sports, everything from men's ice hockey to men's volleyball, men's and women's rugby, cheerleading, equestrian. And then we do have a very strong intramural program. Probably about 70% of our students will participate in some type of athletic activity. As I mentioned before, internships are absolutely amazing. Some of our very popular majors are fashion design, fashion merchandising, with opportunities to do internships with Salvatore Ferragamo, Gucci, Prada, Scotta, Kate Spade, Michael Kors, Betsy Johnson. One of our alum runs New York City Fashion Week, so our students participate. Computer science, 90% of those students have jobs before they even enter their senior year. Business, we have a finance and investment center on campus, and our students are trading on Wall Street Monday through Friday. Marist is an absolutely amazing campus. I am a graduate, my husband, son, daughter, sister, niece, nephew. So needless to say, I'm a little passionate about it. We do have an incredible learning support program at Marist. The woman who started our program back in the 70s then moved west and started the SALT program in Arizona. So needless to say, it's a pretty amazing program. I will put my contact information in the chat box. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to share everything Marist with you. All right, take care.
Hi, everyone. My name is Edward Trong, and I'm with the University of Puget Sound. We are an independent national liberal arts college in the beautiful Tacoma, Washington area in the Pacific Northwest. That is about a 2-hour flight from the Orange County area. We are 35 miles south of Seattle in the Western Washington area. So very convenient and a really beautiful part of the country. We have about 2,300 undergraduate students from all over the country. California is Not surprisingly, one of the more well-represented states, actually the most well-represented state in our student body, with more students from California than from Washington, actually. And our students pursue over 50 different areas of study. As a liberal arts college, we focus on both breadth and depth. And some of our more popular majors include business, psychology, and we have really strong programs in the natural and health sciences because we have graduate programs in physical therapy, occupational therapy, as well as a new master's in public health program that will be launching this fall. We are a small college, so our average class size is 17, and we have a student faculty ratio of 11:1. Our big theme is experiential learning. So one of the things you'll hear from professors and is a big feature of the classroom experience is hands-on opportunities such as research, study abroad, internships, and many other opportunities to take what you're learning in the classroom and apply it into the real world. If you want to move to the next slide, please. A couple of other things about us. We are part of the NCAA Division III with 23 men's and women's varsity sports. We are a test optional institution, so we do not require the SAT or ACT for admission or for scholarships. We are on the Common App, and if you apply by November 1st for our early decision or early action plan, we will waive the $65 application fee. One of the best ways to get to know about us is through our virtual tour. We also offer information sessions, live student panels, all sorts of fun on Zoom. So please go onto our website to explore our virtual visit options, and make sure to check out the net price calculator for the opportunity to get a sense of what you and your family will be expected to pay toward the cost of your education. All students are considered for merit scholarships that range up to $30,000. And for the last slide, I want to talk about our open house event, Discover Puget Sound, which is on Saturday, October 24th from 11 to 12:30. So the URL's on the screen, so is my contact information. If you attend Discover Puget Sound, which is our open house event, and you apply by November 1st, and you meet with me one-on-one for an optional admission interview, you will qualify for a $1,000 virtual visit scholarship. So pretty easy money. Definitely sign up and learn more about Puget Sound. And thank you for your time. I'll pop my information in the chat, and have a great night.
Awesome. Thanks so much, everybody, for sticking with us. My name is Rachel. I'm with St. Louis University, which is located in St. Louis, Missouri. I am regionally based out here in San Diego, California. So I work with students who are coming from the West Coast all the way up to Oregon, Washington, and all that fun. So we'll go ahead and go to the next slide. We'll talk about some of our majors and programs and explore our different colleges that we have at St. Louis University. One of our most popular colleges is our Boise College of Health Sciences. We do see a lot of students who are interested in the healthcare field and who want to pursue some of those dual programs. We do have a 6-year doctorate physical therapy program. We have a 5-year master's of occupational therapy, 5-year master's of athletic training, and all of those are direct admit. We also have a direct admit nursing program as part of our School of Nursing, and every major that we offer is direct admit. We will see a lot of students from Southern California be interested in our Parks College of Engineering, Aviation, and Technology. We have a full scope engineering school as well as a flight science professional pilot program, if that is something that interests you. We do have aviation management as well. Of course, we do have over just under 90 majors and programs that we offer at St. Louis University, and we are a very undecided friendly university as well. We don't expect you to have your whole life figured out the moment that you graduate from high school. So if you're still kind of deciding between a few majors, we will help you through extensive advising and personalized appointments to make sure that you feel like you are going down the right path that was meant for you. So go ahead and go to the next slide. So life in St. Louis, Missouri. We are located in the Midtown district of St. Louis, so that's not quite in the chaos of downtown, but we're in what's called the Grand Center Arts District. So there's a lot going on within walking distance of our campus, a lot of small concert venues, museums, things to do. We're a short 10-minute drive from Busch Stadium to go watch the St. Louis Cardinals play, but there's lots going on. And I call St. Louis the city of free things because there's a lot of attractions that would cost a lot of money money out here in California or in other states, but it is absolutely free in St. Louis. For example, our St. Louis Zoo, completely 100% free, as well as some of our other attractions and museums, outdoor concerts and events. So really friendly for our college students. And we have an airport that's about 20 minutes from campus driving. We do offer shuttle services during the move-in process as well as at major breaks during the year, but it does connect straight to LAX as well as San Diego. So we'll go to the next slide. So life is a Billiken. The Billiken is our mascot. It's probably one of the more unique college mascots. It looks like a little Buddha. You can see it kind of in the center of your screen there, but it is a symbol of good luck and things as they ought to be. So we are the Billikens. We're the only university in the United States that has the Billiken as its mascot. So we like to say the Billiken is a way of life. There's lots to do at St. Louis University. We have over 180 clubs and organizations on our campus. We do have a full Greek life. We are Division I athletics, and the average student is actually involved in more than 2 organizations. So we want you to get involved, to be men and women for and with others, and to create those lifelong friendships that you're meant to create in college. So if you have any questions, I'll put some information in the chat, but I greatly appreciate your time tonight. And I'll go ahead and pass it to our last presenter from Biola.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me. Sorry I'm the last one, we're almost done with this. I just want to give a quick brief introduction to Biola University. We are a private Christian school in the city of La Mirada. If you don't know where La Mirada is, it's on the borderline, again, like I said, Los Angeles, Orange County. We're 15 minutes away from Disneyland, about 30 minutes away from the closest beach, maybe 45 minutes near Hollywood, downtown LA. You know, traffic can really change things. But yeah, I just want to mention a couple of our most popular majors that we offer. Business, engineering. It's actually a 3-2 program with USC. So you'll study 3 years at Biola and then 2 years at USC. Our film program is actually top 40 in the world. Really, maybe person you might know in terms of our film program is Zach King. He's pretty TikTok famous, I guess we can say. So again, just to throw a couple names out there in terms of our film program. What else? Psychology, nursing actually is our only impacted major again. So as you can tell, you had mentioned that we were a Christian school, but we still teach a lot of the regular academic majors and courses that a typical other university would offer. If you can actually go to the next page, in terms of what we require for our school, we're actually one of the 3 private schools in California that is an all-Christian school. So not only is our faculty and our staff professing Christians of the Christian faith, but also our students. So again, if that's something you're interested in, if that's the kind of environment you want to find yourself in, where you can be poured into not just from those around you, but by your professors and your by faculty and staff, then maybe Bio's a good fit for you. We require a 3.0 unweighted GPA. For our science majors, or at least specifically nursing, it'd actually be higher. We would require about a 3.5. And then SAT score 1,000, ACT 19. Again, due to COVID, these will be waived for fall 21, but if we have any juniors or sophomores or freshmen, just know that these are the expected scores that we require in our admission to our university. Sometimes scores are kind of iffy in there. I think if you maybe have a tough year, a tough semester, or maybe high school is just tough in general, I think the cool thing is that our counselors specifically are looking for reasons to accept you, not looking for reasons not to accept you. So again, if Biola seems like a good fit for you or somewhere you would like to learn more about, again, feel free to apply. Again, we would just ask you to submit a personal essay where we just ask you, when did you become a Christian and how have you grown as a Christian these past 3 years? And then again, just for the last slide, you can go ahead. That's just my contact information. On the right side is our Biola admissions page. So if you just want to see, again, what Biola life is like, our beautiful campus, maybe hear from students or staff or faculty, that's a good, really good spot to go to. And then Zimi, I don't know if Zimi is popular. Have you ever heard of Zimi? Zimi is this, how can I say? It's basically an application where a lot of prospective high school students can connect with other high school students before they go into college. So a big thing is community, right? You want to find your friends, you want to, you know, find those people that you can hang out with, maybe even, and then just to gain the opportunity to find these people even before college starts Zimi is the perfect place to look for. So again, we're actually pretty big on this. So feel free to check that out. Here's my email. And if you have any questions, you can actually just text this number. This is my work phone number, and I would love to connect with you in any way I can. Thank you so much for hanging in there, and hope you guys have a good rest of your night.
All right. Thank you so much for bringing it home, Biola. I wanted to thank everybody for sticking it through to the very end with us. Students, families, thank you so much. We hope that you found this useful and that you learned about a few new schools that you've never heard about and that maybe they're going to be added to your list. But you did something great for yourself tonight. So thank you for joining us again for our first ever virtual college fair and our live college showcase. Seniors, we wish you the best of luck. If you need help, please visit Futurology's site so that our college and career counselors can work with you and support you throughout this college app season. And for the reps who are still with us tonight, thank you so much for joining us and thank you for your time. Everybody have a wonderful night and please enjoy the rest of College Fair Week. We'll have breakout sessions throughout the remainder of the week. So please visit our website, take a picture of this QR code. I'm sorry, scan the QR code and let us know what you thought of tonight. Give us your feedback so that we can constantly improve for the next time around. And with that, we want to thank everybody once again. Have a wonderful evening. Good luck to you, seniors.